Hey, I hope you're doing good. It's Chris here from 6th Stream Fingerpicking. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to play a beautiful arrangement of River Flows in You. It works great for fingerstyle, so if you like the song, you're going to absolutely love playing this. Standard tuning, capo on the 2nd fret. If you'd like the guitar tab, you can grab it down below. Like, share, subscribe. Let's go. So to start off with, we've got this little intro, which is basically just that. Twice. Okay, so as always, I'll be referring to all of the chords as if there were no capo on at all. So really, that's just an E minor going to a C at 9. Okay, but let's break it right down. So hold down just a regular E minor, but also you want to start with the 3rd fret held down on the 1st string. And what you're going to do is you're going to play strings 1 and 6 together. Okay, and then that 3rd fret on the 1st string is going to go to the 2nd fret, and then play that with the 5th string. So you've gone. And then that 2nd fret goes up to the 3rd fret on the 1st string again, and play that with the 4th string. Okay, so you've gone. And then I'll just play the 2nd fret on the 1st string again. Okay, so you've gone. Just like that, and then it goes to a C at 9. So all I do, I hold down the 3rd fret on the 1st, 2nd, and the 5th string. Okay, and with that held down, I'll then play strings 1 and 5, 2 and 4. The 4th string will of course be open. 1 and 3, and then I'll play the 1st fret on the 2nd string. So that's like that. So all together you've gone, and then, okay, so just like that. And then you hang on to that, let it ring into the next bar, and then all you do is you play the 3rd string open, then the 2nd string open, okay, and then it goes round again. So you go through it. Hang on, and then look, it goes. Okay, so all I did before going back into it again is I just played the 3rd string open and then the 2nd, and then it all goes round again, and then you're into the next section. So from there, as I say, you're into the next section, and I call this part the verse, or the 1st verse, and it goes. Okay, so that's the first part of it anyway. So again, we start with that 3rd string open, and then the 2nd string. And then it's back to the E minor chord, but all you really need to hold down is the 3rd fret on the 1st string. Play that with the 6th string open. Then on the 1st string, play 2, 3. So like. Then I'll play the 3rd string, the 2nd string, and then again on the 1st string, we play 2nd fret, 3rd fret. Okay, so all together you've gone. Once more. Okay, then we go to our C at 9 chord. Just like before, remember 3rd fret on strings 1, 2, and 5. Okay, and here you're going to play strings 5, 3, 2, 1. So, and then 5, 3, and then the 1st fret on the 2nd string, and then open 3rd string. So you've gone. So all together. Okay, and then from there, you go to a G chord, so just hold down the bass, the 3rd fret on the 6th string. Keep that 1st fret held down on the 2nd string, play those two together, and then quickly pull off that 1st fret on the 2nd string to open. So, like that. Okay, Okay, and then on the second string, play 1, 3, open. So like. Okay, and then it's to like a D with an F sharp in the bass. So I'll play the second fret on the third string with the second fret on the sixth string. Okay, then open fourth string. All right, and then you're going to play open third string and then fourth fret on the fourth string. So that there is. Okay, so you've got. And then it goes just to your E minor, play strings 3 and 6 together, 3 and 6, then the fifth string. Then you're going to go 2 pull off to open on the fourth string. So, okay, and then open hammer to 2 on the third string. So, then it goes to a C major 7, and just hold down the third fret on the fifth string. Play that with the open second string. Then play strings 4, which is open, 3, which of course is open, and then 2, which is open, and then hammer the first fret. Okay, so like. And from the E minor, you've gone. Then that goes to a G, and hold down the third fret on the second string and the sixth string. Play those two together. Then open third string, open second string, and then 1 pull off to open on the second string. Then it goes to a D, and just play the second fret on the third string with the open fourth string. Like that, so that's just. Okay, and that's pretty much once through the whole progression there. So from the start of this verse, you've gone. How nice is that? So if you're enjoying this and you want to dive more into fingerpicking, then why not sign up to one of my courses? Over at 6-String Fingerpicking on the Academy, we've got a whole bunch of them for all levels, really from complete beginner right up to advanced. So whatever level of playing you're currently at, there's bound to be a course that's going to take your fingerpicking to the next level. You can try any of the courses out completely for free. All you've got to do is follow the link down in the description. And then it goes back and you play it exactly the same as before, so exactly the same so far. Until you get to that G, right? So you do the G, do the pull off on the second string, first to open, and then first fret, third fret. And remember before you went, well this time you go, okay, which is really nice. So as I say, the G, you do pull off on the first fret on the second string to open, then play the first fret, then play the third fret, all on the second string, and then on the first string play the 7th fret, and then for the D, you're going to play the 5th fret on the first string and the open 4th string, okay, and then the 4th string again, okay, so. And then on the first string, you can go 5, hammer to 7, pull off, back to 5, or you can pick, doesn't matter, but like that, so. And then on the second string, 8, pull off to 7. So like. So. Okay, really cool. Then back to our E minor, and we get. So it's very similar to before, but there's a few changes going on. So our E minor, but with the third fret held down on the first string. Okay, play strings 1 and 6, then 5, 4. And then we're going to hammer open to 2 on the 3rd string. So you've got. And then again it's a C major 7. I think it's exactly the same as before, just the 3rd fret held down on the 5th string. Play that with the open 2nd string, then play the 4th string, the 3rd, and then open hammer to 1 on the 2nd string. So, and then to our G, remember 3rd fret on the 2nd string with the 3rd fret on the 6th string, just like before. Play those two together. Then the 3rd string, open 2nd string, and then 1 pull off to open on the 2nd string. And then for your D, this time it's just it's exactly the same as before. So 3rd string, 2nd fret with the open 4th string. So that's basically the same from the C major 7 anyway. Okay, so that's the verse. I'll play it again from the start, nice and slow. Of course, feel free to play along if you want to. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you're into the chorus, which is the part that goes. Which is basically just that 4 times through. But of course, let's break it right down. So on the 1st string, you're going to play frets 3, 5, and then 3, and then I pull off to 2. So I go like that. And the chords are just, E minor, C add 9, G, and then D. Okay, so after that, I hold down this. So the 3rd fret on strings 1 and 2. Okay, and with that, you play the 1st string and the 6th string, then the 3rd string, and then the 2nd string. So, okay, and then we do the ba 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 da again. So 3, 5, 3 pull off to 2 on the 1st string, just like before. And then this time we go to a C add 9. So you've got the 3rd fret on strings 1 and 3 again, but the bass is the 3rd fret on the 5th string. Okay, and play strings 1 and 5, then 3, then 2. So you've gone E minor, and then again C add 9, and then again we do this 3, 5, 3 pull off to 2 on the 1st string. Okay, so you've gone. And then you get. So there's a bit of movement going on here. So it's over the G, 3rd fret on the 1st and the 6th string. Then on the 1st string, play the 5th fret, and then 7 to 8. So you've gone. Okay, and then 10th fret, play that with the open 3rd string, back to the 7th fret. Okay, and then on the 2nd string, play 10th fret, 8th fret. So you've gone. Okay. And then it goes to a D chord, and we play the 7th fret on the 2nd string with the open 4th string. And then I'll play the 7th fret on the 3rd string. So that bit is hard. Just because of all the movement that you have to do. But all together, there you've played. So as I say, you go through it 4 times, but on the last 2 times through, you just get this. You get that slide. So instead of going 3, 5, 3, pull off to 2, you go 3, then play 3 again and quickly slide to the 5th, and then 3, pull off to 2. That's all I do. But then the rest is the same, look. Then we do that little fill again. To our C. And then again. Okay. So you've gone. And then slide again. C. Slide again. And then G just like before. And the D. That's the only difference. So it's exactly the same as the first 2 times through that we did it, but we do that slide there. That's the only difference. Okay, that's it. That's it. So it's 4 times through. The first and second time we just go, and then the third and the fourth time through we get, but the rest is exactly the same. And then on the 4th time through, you've got. Okay, so we go right the way up as normal until you get to the 8th fret on the 2nd string, and then we get. So we're just running down a D major arpeggio. So I'm barring the 2nd fret on the strings 1, 2, and 3. So with that held down, I'll play strings 1 and 4, then the 3rd string, then I'll play the 4th fret on the 4th string, and then the 5th fret on the 5th string. So just. Okay, so you get ba 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 da ba 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 ba. So let's go through the chorus once more, just so you're crystal clear with exactly what's going on. So here we go. So it's going to be coming in on the count of 4. 1, 2, 3. Again, exactly the same. Again with a slide. Once more with a slide. The last time it doesn't actually slide, but you can if you want to. And then, okay. So yeah, on that very last time, if you listen to the original recording, he doesn't play it legato. He just picks through. But either way, it doesn't really make too much difference. After that, you've basically learnt the majority of the song. You go into the next verse, which is very, very similar to the first. If you look, up to there, exactly the same as before, but then on the E minor, it's slightly different. You get. Okay, so that's slightly different. So on that E minor there, hold that down, play strings 3 and 6, then 5. Okay, so then play the 4th string, and then play open hammer to 2 on the 3rd string. So then it goes to our C major 7, so just hold down the 3rd fret on the 5th string, play that with the open 2nd string, and then again open hammer to 2 on the 3rd string, and then play open 2nd string. So like. Then on the 2nd string, play open hammer to 1. All right, and then it goes to a G chord. So you've got. And then it's 3rd fret on the 2nd string, 3rd fret on the 6th string, then play the 3rd string, and then on the 2nd string open hammer to 1, and then 3rd fret again, then the 3rd string, and then 1 pull off to open on the 2nd string, so that's then to our D chord, and you just play the 2nd fret on the 3rd string with open 4th string, and then on the 2nd string 1 pull off to open, and then 2nd fret on the 3rd string. So you've gone all together from the E minor. Okay. It's just building more intensity before leading into the next chorus. And then the progression goes round again, and it's the same as the first verse, basically. But this time you don't do the open 3rd string, open 2nd string, you just go straight into. Okay, and then. Okay, it's exactly the same as the first verse, and then again it changes this time. Okay, so again it's on that E minor there that it's changed. So this time you've done, and then down to E minor, 3rd fret held down on the 1st string, play that with the bass, then the 5th string, the 4th string, and then just like before, open hammer to 2 on the 3rd string, then it's our C major, okay, play that 5th string, 3rd fret with the open 2nd string, then the 4th string, then open hammer to 2 on the 3rd, open 2nd string, open 3rd string, open hammer to 1 on the 2nd string. Okay, so okay, up to our G, 3rd fret on the 2nd string with the bass, play those two together, then the 3rd string, and then on the 2nd string, open hammer to 1, up to the 3rd fret, open 3rd string, 1 pull off to open on the 2nd, and then for our D, 2nd fret on the 3rd string with open 4th string. Okay, and then we're going to play 4th fret on the 4th string, 2nd fret on the 3rd string. So I know it's busy, there's a lot going on. But that's it. It's building intensity before going into the next chorus, which is exactly what you do there. And for this chorus, it's exactly the same as the first chorus. So back to the start of this second verse, we have played 1, 2, 3, 4. Just into the next chorus. And then once you come out of the last chorus, then you've got the outro, which is basically very similar to the verse. You're just kind of winding everything down. So you come out of your arpeggio on your D and then straight into E minor. So 3rd fret held down on the 1st string, play that with the open 2nd string, open 3rd string and open 6th string. And then it's just the melody. So after that on the 1st string, play frets 2, 3, 2, so into our C add 9, strings 1 and 5, then 2, then 1, then to the 1st fret on the 2nd string, so just then it's to our G, so just the bass note, 3rd fret on the 6th string with the open 2nd string, then all on the 2nd string, frets 1, 3, open, so, and then 2nd fret on the 3rd string, 2nd fret on the 6th string for your D with F sharp in the bass. Okay, so. And then open 3rd string, 4th fret on the 4th string, and then to E minor, again, strings 3 and 6, then 5, then 4, then open hammer to 2 on the 3rd string, to your C major 7, 2nd string, which is of course open with the 5th string 3rd fret, then strings 4, 3, open hammer to 1 on the 2nd string, then up to our G, 2nd string 3rd fret with the bass, then the 3rd string, open 2nd string, 1 pull off the open on the 2nd string, to your D, 2nd fret on the 3rd string with the open 4th string. Okay, so. Then I play 6th string 2nd fret, then open 4th string. And it just goes round again, but just play strings open 3, open 2, okay? And then this, exactly the same as before. Okay, so 3 on the top string, 3, 2, 3, 2, you C add 9, 3rd fret on the top string, 2nd string, back to the top string, and then 1st fret on the 2nd, exactly the same as before. Then to our G, bass note, 3rd fret, of course, on the 6th string, play that with the 1st fret on the 2nd string, do the pull off, like that, to open. And then still on the 2nd string, 1st fret, 3rd fret, and then on the 1st string it's 7, and then to the 5th fret with the open 4th string. Okay, so. Okay, and then it's just. Which you have played before, open 3rd string to the 4th fret on the 4th string, down to your E minor, 3rd string and 6th string together, and the 5th string, and the 4th, open hammer to 2 on the 3rd string, okay, and then C major 7 with the open 4th string, play strings 2 and 5, then 4, then 3, open hammer to 1 on the 2nd, up to G, 3rd fret on the 2nd string with the bass, open 3rd string, open 2nd string, 1 pull off the open on the 2nd string, to your D, 3rd string, 2nd fret with the open 4th string, and that is basically it. After that it's just an E minor, play strings 3 and 6, then 5, then 4, then 2, and then 3rd fret on the 1st string with the open 6th string to end. So just. So as I say, it's just winding things down for the outro, but it's basically just a stripped back version of the verse. So once more from the start of the outro, and you are done. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slow things down. Just do E minor. Alright, well I hope that you enjoyed that. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and of course head over to sixstreamfingerpicking.com where there's hundreds more lessons for all levels on all things fingerpicking and fingerstyle guitar. So check it out, and there's a whole bunch of courses that you can take too if you really want to take your fingerpicking to the next level. You can try any of them out completely for free. So all the links down in the description, but for right now that's it. Thanks so much. I'll see you again.